To this survival house tutorial. The materials are on the left, so gather these before starting your build. And this one is really nice. It has three different farms on each level of the house, and it's a really nice build because it's built out of materials that you can easily get. So let's jump right in. So what's up guys, DrewsMC here, and let's get straight into the tutorial. Starting off with our cobblestone blocks, we're going to need to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks straight up into the air. Counting across 1, 2, 3, we're going to build up 1, 2, and 3. Then next to here, we're going to build up 1 and 2 and 3, then destroying this block right here. We're going to do the same right here too, 1 and 2 and 3, and destroying this block right here. Then right here, we're going to destroy this block, not destroy a block, place 2 next to it, 1 and 2, and destroying this block underneath. Our next steps to do now is to continue to build across. Then we're going to do 1, 2 here. And then we're going to build across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then from here, we're going to build up again. We're going to place a block here, 1, 2. Then from here, we're going to build across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So as you can see, that's what it should look like right now. Then what we need to do now is we need to extend both of these blocks all the way to the end. So I'm going to do that right now. Let's go ahead and let's extend this out by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do the same to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll build these up to basically extend this out also. Then do the same with this, like that. Then do the same with this. And then do the same with this. So using the cobblestone, it's going to be really easy to build this house because it is mainly built out of the easiest materials you can get in a survival world. So let's fill out this cobblestone, fill out this cobblestone, fill out this cobblestone, and there we go. Now we're going to need to do the same thing over here. So we're going to use our cobblestone and build up like this, and then do the same with this. And this is going to go all the way until the back of the build, just like this. So let's keep going. And let's keep going. There we go. And we're going to keep doing this. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Let's keep going. And let's keep doing this. All the way until here right now. And there we go. Just like that. So as you guys can all see, this is basically the basic structure of the house. Now, this house is mainly built on a farmland sort of thing, so you're going to see what I mean by that. So our next step now is to continue on with the build, and we're going to need to mainly get ourselves some glass panes like that. And then we're going to be able to use these glass panes to build this house. So the first thing we're going to do is along here, what we're going to do is we're going to add wood. So along here, we're going to add ourselves wood. All the way along, around the edges, all the way along here, like this. There we go. All the way. And as you guys can see, now that that is done, what we need to do here as well is we need to add 3 blocks of wood. 1, 2, 3. And then we need to build this all the way until the end point right here. Like that. Here we go. And we're going to keep going on building this. There we go. And we're going to keep going on like that. So there we go. So the next step for us now is for us to add the next part of the build, which is right here. So for this part right here, what we're going to do is we're going to add the other farm. So for the other farm, this is actually the animal farm. So on the top, there's going to be a normal farm. Right here, there's going to be a different farm. And down here is going to be the animal farm. So what we need to do now is we need to add ourselves 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to build this across. And for some reason, it's deciding to rain. So I will change the weather in a moment. Even though it does look pretty cool. Let's do weather clear. I'm not sure why it keeps doing that, but it's fine by me. So now that that is done, what we're going to do is we're going to now add our layer of cobblestone all the way here. Now we want to extend this out all the way until the same point as here. And we're going to do that again. Extend this out just like that. There we go. Extending this out all the way. And once this is extended out, what we're going to want to do is right here, we're going to extend this out by the same amount here, which is 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then join this up. And then, of course, add this area in here like this. So you guys can see, add this area like that. Oh my God. There we go. So now that is done. And then all we need to do now is destroy this block like that. Oh my God. This block. There we go. So the next thing for us to do now is for us to finish off this house design. So starting here at the diagonal point on the edge, go in once, and then place wood down. Do the same over here, go in once, and then place wood down like that. That's what that should look like. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do the same here. Go in once, and then place 1 and 2, just like that. Then over here, we're going to do the same thing. Go over here, place 1 and 2, just like that. Then what we need to do is we're going to do the same over here. Go inwards 1, and then 1 and 2. And then over here, we're going to do 1 and 2, just like that. So as you can see, we have the 3 different levels of this farmhouse. So the next step for us to do now is for us to continue on with this build. We need to be able to add ourselves some glass and add ourselves the windows. So in order for us to add ourselves the windows, what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves some pillars first. So the pillars are going to be added on these blocks right here. So starting here, we're going to add ourselves a pillar on the edge, 2, just like that. Then what we're going to do here is I'm going to extend this pillar, making it go through this part. So I'm going to right here, as you guys can see, like right here, we're going to build up a pillar again. So as if this is going through, we build down 2 blocks. And then, of course, as you guys can see, it lines up perfectly with the middle. And that is exactly what we wanted. So then, of course, over here, what we're going to do is we're going to build another pillar down because this is going to allow us to separate the build. So over here, what we want to do, just starting right here, we're going to build a pillar similar to that one. And then this one is going to go all the way through the top also. So as you guys can see right there, we have 2 different pillars part of this house. So now the next step for us to do now is for us to simply just add glass in between. Now let's go ahead and with our glass panes in the middle, and let's add ourselves the glass panes like this. And then on the edge here, we're going to add ourselves the glass panes going all the way down like this, all the way. And we're going to keep adding these glass panes. Here we go. Let's add ourselves the glass panes. Here we go. Add ourselves the glass panes like that. And then we're going to keep going all the way down. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Add ourselves glass panes all the way along the edge. Like that. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Oh my God. Same thing here. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Like this. There we go. And then we're going to do the same thing that we just did there along the bottom area here. So we're going to add this here. Destroy that. Just add this thing here. Oh my God, destroy that. Oh my God, don't mean to place that. Add this glass. And then what we just did on the front of the house, as you can see, now this structure looks really cool. We're going to do this on the other part of the house. So let's go to the back part of the house. And over here, as you guys can see, we're going to do the same thing. So behind the house, place the same wood. Then over here, place the same wood. Then over here, place the same wood. And then, of course, add ourselves the glass and wood like we just did at the front. So add ourselves the glass here on the bottom, along the top. Oh, my God. Wow. I don't know why glass is so transparent. Maybe because it's glass. Anyways, let's continue. There we go. And then let's do that. Okay, it's raining again. Seriously? Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going to just clear the weather, but I'm going to continue placing the glass. Okay, we're going to continue placing the glass all the way. Okay, we're going to continue placing the glass. Okay. Continue placing the glass. There we go. There we go. Where we go. There we go. Okay. And then, of course, at last but not least, this window too. And then around here, what we're going to do, we're going to leave this open because it's going to be somewhere where we're going to use. So the next things for us to do now is for us to get ourselves some fences. And then the fences, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to start building on the edge around here. Now we could use glass panes, but fences give it a more farmy feel. So now that that's done, let's add the farmland. So we're going to take our grass blocks and we're going to add these farm areas. So in here, what we're going to do is we're going to add the grass. So along the edges here, we're going to add grass going all the way around too. We're going to add the grass just like that. Then around here, what we're going to do is we're going to add grass all in this area here, all in this area. So the area not in the wood area, not in the cobblestone area right there, as you guys can see, don't let it pass that block. And then we're going to do the same over here. So just underneath here, we're going to do the same. So on a 1 block incline, we're going to add this, adding this, there we go. And then we are going to do this. There we go. And then, of course, there's already grass down there. So now that that is done, as you can all see, we're now going to have ourselves a little farm. And, of course, we need to solve the issue of the water. So for us to solve the issue of the water and still be able to walk around it, what we're going to need to do is come up with a small solution. So using a cobblestone slab, we're going to be able to place ourselves some slabs in the middle bit right here. So starting in the middle, what we want to do is you want to just place slabs all the way to the end like that. Not to the end, but to the end right like that. And then along the middle here, we're going to be able to place our water. And then that should, in theory, not in theory, it does work. Why can't I? Okay, there we go. And then, of course, we can then have ourselves our farmland along here. And along here, just like that. And then what just happened? You can see, apologies for the random cut, but there was just a small glitch. But yeah, as once we've done that, we want to do the same thing here as well. We just want to go underneath, and then we want to add the cobblestone slabs. Then we want to add the water too. And then, oh yeah, that's the problem. The water block glitches. And then for some reason, I don't know why that does happen, but when placing your water buckets, it does somewhat glitch in 1.6.1. In all the versions of Minecraft, you should be fine. But for now, this is very, very glitchy, which is a problem I just had. So firstly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place some blocks first. And then I'm going to place the water. And then underneath, I'm going to remove this and then place the slabs. There we go. And then, yes, of course, that should work, as you can all see. And then, of course, we're going to place our farmland. And, of course, our farmland is very fertile there too. And as you guys can see there, that is working too. Then, of course, on this final part here, what we can also do is we can also have ourselves an additional farm. And this additional farm that we could have out here is the animal farm that we will add later. So right here, what we want to do is we just want to add ourselves, destroying that block. We just want to add ourselves a wood, add ourselves a wall, just like that. Then for this area right here, since we're not going to be walking across this area, what we want to do is we want to add ourselves a block like this. We don't need a block there. We want to add ourselves a pillar right here of wood. Then here we want to do the same thing. And then what we want to do here, right here, we're going to add ourselves a pillar of wood. And then right here, we're going to add ourselves a pillar of wood too. And then here, we're going to add ourselves a pillar of wood too. And here we're going to add ourselves a pillar of wood too, just like that. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to add ourselves 2 wood blocks, and then 2 wood blocks, and then 2 wood blocks, and then 2 wood blocks. And then so either side you can walk on. And then we're going to get ourselves a door. And we're going to place a door on either side here and here. And then down here, we're going to place ourselves a door and ourselves a door here too. And as you can see, that is how the farm is looking. So, of course, the last steps to do is to plant the farm, access the second levels, and, of course, add the final farm and the final layer underneath. So now what we need to do, coming down to this area down here, we need to just remove this wood blocks from the side. Then around here, we're going to remove this wooden blocks. And then around here, we're going to remove this wooden blocks, just like that. Then underneath here, we want to add ourselves the wooden blocks because this is going to be an area where we live. So underneath here, I'm just going to use my tool to do it. I'll show you how it works. Just going to place, nope, not from there, from there, all the way around to this block right here. Set 5, there we go. And as you guys can see, yeah, there it is. So you guys can see we've added wood there, and yeah, so far it's looking absolutely good. So let's add ourselves the wheat and add ourselves this whatever it is that we're going to be using. So whatever it is that you're going to be doing, just make sure that you add this. If you are building this in creative, you can of course use bone meal because it just looks better. But if you are in survival, you're going to have to wait until the crops grow, of course. But yeah, that's how it's looking so far. A really nice farmhouse with 3 different levels. I would recommend having 3 different kind of crops or whatever. But yeah, so the next step is the access, because of course, you know, you can't access every level easily. So we're going to use a ladder for this because it's very, you know, eco-friendly, I would say. So for this small part right here, what we're going to want to do is we're going to have ourselves a door 2 blocks down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place a door here, and I'll get to that solution in a second. The solution here, what we want to do is we want to get ourselves our wooden blocks, and we're going to use our wooden blocks and destroy this 1, 2, 3, destroy this 1, 2, 3, destroy that block, and then place 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, just like that. Then what we want to do is we want to destroy this pillar right here, build this pillar all the way to the down, and then on the left side right here, destroy 2, place this up like that. And then as you guys can see, that is how that looks so far. And then the next thing we want to do is, of course, add the access. Now, for the access of the house, I'll show you guys how it works. When we walk into the house like this, you guys can see that it's very hard to get up here. So we're going to have to use a ladder to do so, like this, and like this, and then be able to access this area over here. And of course, if you want, you could just simply drop down here and access this area. But if you do come inside and you want to access this area straight away, of course, we're going to have ourselves a ladder here and a ladder here. And then, of course, we're going to have ourselves a door on the far left-hand side, placing wood in there before we do that. And then adding ourselves, no, in fact, that's a mistake because that's right there. The door is supposed to be on this hand side. Yeah, there we go. And then there we go. So when we come in here, we can access this layer. And then once again, we can add another door here as it is in the tutorial, just like that, as you can all see. So you can access this area, access this area, access this area, and then exit your beautiful house. Now, there's a last step. I don't know where those villagers came from, maybe because I planted some food. But the last thing that we are going to do is we are going to make sure that this house is completely furnished, and we're going to also add ourselves our wheat seeds. I don't know why villagers spawn like that. Is that something to do with the game's code? Probably is. Not sure why, but yeah, I don't know. I guess we're going to have to figure it out. Let's just do that, and yeah, that is pretty much the house. We're going to show you what we are. I'm going to show you exactly where I'm going to put my stuff. Now we've done that, what we want to do is we want to add a final pillar of wood right here, as you guys can see, destroying these 2, placing the wood there, doing the same on the back. Let's go behind here, destroying these 2, placing the wood right there. And that just basically gives the build some sort of a sense of reality that it looks actually real. Now, for the last part and final thing, of course, this isn't really a feasible thing to do, but it does make the house look pretty cool. So what essentially this is essentially adding the final part. So on the top of the house, what we want to do is we want to add ourselves some grass. I'm not sure what it is. Oh my god, okay, that's wrong. That's wrong. It's grass block. There we go. And then what we want to do, or in fact, it should be set farmland. There we go, which is actually much more convenient. And then, of course, what we want to do is we want to add ourselves a layer across like this. There we go. And there we go. And then, of course, this isn't, like I say, it's not really feasible, but it's something that is part of the design and you can still access it, although it is slightly inconvenient. Let's add ourselves this area. So underneath here, just like we did in the other ones, add yourself the slab underneath like this. Hopefully the water doesn't get messed up. Okay, thank God. Okay, it kind of did, but it doesn't really matter right now. There we go. And then as we can see, let's just fertilize the land again. And then once we fertilize the land again, we could plant the wheat again. And like I say, this is simply for design, mainly for design. However, you can access this, and I will show you how to access this after you plant the little seeds. So once this is all done and this is all fertilized and everything's all good, all you want to do to be able to access this area is just simply add a ladder on this part of the house, just like we did before. and then add a ladder going up here so that you can access the top farm. And I gotta be honest, it does look really cool. We got 3 farms all the way on the top. We can access every part of this house. If you're wondering why there's water inside, is my house gonna be like this? No, it isn't. It's just a small glitch when you place water on 1.16.5. I'm gonna get rid of this now. How do I just, yeah, okay, so what I gotta do is I gotta destroy this half slab, place that, then destroy that again, then place that, and there we go. And the water should be gone. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for this. Nope. Okay, let's just get out of here. Okay, there we go. So that is completely done, as you guys can all see. We have a 3-story survival house, which is kind of like a farmhouse. And for some final design, however, this would be very inconvenient in survival because leaves are really hard to get. Just add some leaves around the edge of this house to make it look much more neater. And then we're gonna go around like this. There we go. Just keep going around. And then, of course, do not forget, because it does get dark at night, make sure that you add yourself some torches, either torches or lanterns in this place. But on the edge here, lantern, lantern, lantern. On the edge here too, lantern, lantern, lantern. And that is pretty much it. Now, of course, on the interior, I don't know what that villager is doing. Seriously, he's really messing up this video. But at the end of the day, you guys can see that this 3-story farmhouse is looking absolutely great. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's awesome survival house tutorial.